Today I'm going to be showing you how I make this homemade salsa for tacos. The first ingredients that we're going to use are 2 habanero peppers, 3 tomatoes, our third ingredient is going to be 4 pieces of cilantro. Now we're going to put our ingredients in a pot, small pot, and we're going to add water to it. You want to make sure you add enough water that it covers up all your ingredients, all the tomatoes. Now we're going to put it to cook. Put it on the range. I'm going to wait till it's boiled. We're going to boil our ingredients and we turn it all the way up to the highest setting you have on your range. We're probably going to cook this for 20 minutes. It depends on the size of the tomatoes actually. If they're bigger, some cook longer and the other ones take longer to cook. But you'll check on this periodically on the ingredients to make sure they're cooking right. Now, meanwhile that's cooking, we're going to cut up this cilantro leaves into fine pieces. Some people don't use the stalk, but I use the stalk too. I don't throw it away. So you want to chop it up real nice. We're going to set that aside. We're going to check on our tomatoes and our peppers. You have to turn them. So we turn the peppers so they boil, they'll cook on each side evenly. And you're also going to turn the tomatoes, same thing for the tomatoes. And you want to check on your ingredients like every 5 minutes and turn them. You can see already the colors changing on both the habanero peppers and the tomatoes, and they're changing color. And you can check the softness by inserting a kitchen knife. If you see that it doesn't go down as smooth as butter, it's like you're cutting butter, that means they're still not done. So these are almost done. I think they need like 5 minutes more. But you keep turning them like every 5 minutes. That's how we want them to be, real soft like butter. So that's why I use a kitchen knife. And I think our ingredients are ready to take the next step. Now we're going to drain the water, but not all the water, and we're going to put it in a blender. You want to keep a little bit of water because it's going to make the salsa really consistent. You don't want it to be too watery or too thick. You want it just right. So that's why we keep some water. Just enough, just like that. I'll probably say like 1 ounce of water is what you use. But you want to use the same water that you use to boil your ingredients. You don't want to use regular water, because that water actually has some taste from the peppers and the tomato that you just boiled. Now we're going to take the stem off the habanero peppers. We're going to put our tomatoes into the blender. Make sure you take off the stems from the peppers. That's the stem. You're going to throw that away. We're going to put the peppers into our blender. Then we're going to put in our chopped up cilantro. Now we're going to add our water that we used to boil the tomatoes and the peppers. That water actually has some, it's like a secret ingredient because it has some taste left over from the tomatoes and the peppers. Now we're gonna add 3 pinches of salt. Just like that, with my index finger, with your index finger and your thumb, that's gonna be your measurement. At the end of this video, if you see that the salsa didn't come out just the way you wanted to, as far as salt, you can add more. Now you're gonna put it on your lowest setting on your blender. I'm gonna turn on our blender and it's gonna blend. The reason you don't want to put this on the highest setting, because it'll splash, it'll spill over. So you want to start with your lowest setting. Then we're gonna move up to number 9. Now you can move up. Now that it's chopped up, it's not gonna jump up. So we put it on number 9, or the highest setting that you have, for a couple of seconds. Probably say 20 seconds. I think that should be enough. And we take it out, and you can see how it looks. You got that real nice color. You're gonna add it to a bowl. You put it inside a bowl. And you see that consistency, that's how we want it. We don't want it too thick. We don't want it too runny. We don't want it too runny, too watery. That's just the right consistency. If you see that, if you could taste it with your fingers, if you see that it needs more salt, you can add more salt. On this one, I got it wrong. It need a little bit of more salt on it. And that's all it took. You're ready to enjoy these with any kind of tacos. I'm gonna eat them with beef tacos. You can eat them with chicken tacos. And it's really good. It's simple. It's fast. And if you like this video, please click a like and subscribe to my channel.